guys ready?
Yeah? Wait, Zach. Do it up, not at us.
One, 2, 3.
Surprise. I called it.
Whatever, man.
I called it.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Round of applause, bombs, anything like that? Congratulations again to the Jordan clan. As you guys were aware, Zach was expecting a child. As you're guessing by the cup, he's having a girl. He's about to be a girl dad.
Girl dad ain't coming. How you feel? I feel great, man.
Were you shocked at all?
Nope.
Expected it.
I've been saying since pretty much me and my wife found out that she was pregnant. I was like, it's a girl.
You did. I said, I hope it's a girl for you, but I was expecting the curveball of a boy.
Nah.
That did not happen. Uncle Ash fails again.
It was written, man.
Yeah, I guess, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah. I had to remind people yesterday. I speak things into existence. Respect it.
You manifest things?
I've been doing it for the last,
Wait. So if you're a Scorpio, what are you in your moon and sun rising?
Bro, can we not do this right now?
Not trying to make fun of him, but it's so I don't even have the time to get into some of that stuff. It's so I can be an Aries on this side of the planet, but sometimes I act like another zodiac sign.
When the moon's out.
Yeah, but when the moon's out, I'm a different person. It's bruh, I just don't have the time.
Just know that I'm in tune with my superpowers, all right?
I respect that.
So welcome to another episode of the
Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
I know I got a little funky last week. I know it was a little heavy on the back end, but it was a topic that we were both very, very, very adamant to speak on.
True. True.
We love the women and shit.
I care about them, man.
Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, tuning in to the Gentlemen's Club Podcast on YouTube. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for we upload our videos mostly on Tuesdays.
Sometimes on Tuesdays.
Mostly.
Oh, Brian, just call.
What's up, man? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm tired as shit.
I am Pedialyte Poppy in full force. I apologize for nothing going forward from this point. I am back from vacation. I don't. Shout out to you. Yeah, for sure. I'm poor as shit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a chance to experience Vegas for the first time.
That is a great conversation.
It can lead to places.
What was your first time? Okay,
I stayed away from all women named Deja, like you suggested. My bad. Was I not supposed to go there? My bad. Zach gave me a few warning points. He was like, "My bad, man. My bad." Hey, we can bleep out whatever name you need to. You do what you need to do on the back end, okay? You do what you gotta do. But yeah, I got a chance to experience Vegas, man. It wasn't bad. It's a lot of hype around there, man. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of hype on Vegas.
So can I set the stage?
Go ahead, please do.
You went to Vegas with
family. It wasn't one of those go out and kick it and wild out and do what you want to do, which I realize changes the experience. So let me not.
Vastly.
Okay.
Here's the thing about Vegas, and I tell this to people all the time.
All right.
There is truly something for everybody in Vegas.
Okay.
You just have to know what it is that you're trying to do.
That part.
And plan it accordingly.
That part.
So there's stuff to do for families, but the iteration and the expectations that you have for Vegas is not the family junction shit, right?
Fair enough. To be real with you, and you're not wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But just visually. I realize we're in the age of social media. We talk about it all the time.
It's a seasonal thing, man. Here's the thing.
Okay.
The people that when you're on the strip specifically.
Okay.
Nobody's from there. So yeah, you could be talking about visually, but it's like, bro, that'll change next week, and the week after that,
Right.
and the week after that.
It's like Miami, right?
It's like South Beach, yeah.
Because I was about to say Miami, it was the same thing. It was the same thing for me. Like when I went down there, it wasn't the time when everybody was out there, and it wasn't giving me New Orleans vibes.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
gotta.
mean?
Yeah, if you're gonna go to a place like that, and that's what you're going for, you got to go during the hot times. You got to go during the really hot, really hot times when it's popping.
Fair enough.
Because literally Vegas, it's a different week.
Yeah.
People that live in Vegas, and I actually know a handful of people that do like live in Vegas or go to the area a lot.
Right.
They don't spend time on the Strip.
Of course, I didn't even want to go to the Strip.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, I love my people, but it was like that Progressive commercial where dude is like trying to teach people to not be like their parents. I felt like Buddy that was guiding everybody through the situation. It's like, hey, you don't need to ask everybody if they need to use the bathroom. Everybody's capable adults. It was a lot of that, and
you don't need this many pillows.
Yeah. So no disrespect to the fam, but it was a lot of trying to figure out where you're gonna go. I was co-pilot for most of the situation, making sure we got where we needed to go. Otherwise, it was a great time. From Vegas, went down to Cali, hit Disneyland. I haven't been there since I was a shorty in like the 90s.
Yeah, that place has changed a lot then.
It has. Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. If you don't have small children, like between like 2 and 8,
It's ass.
Fam, they be raping us. Sorry, didn't mean to use that word.
Disney takes a lot of money to be able to go.
Bruh, I'm pretty sure somebody Googled it while we were sitting there. I was like, man, can you imagine how much money? $4 for a bottle of water, my guy?
Times
They didn't even have Dippin' Dots, bro.
They didn't?
They did not have Dippin' Dots.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It was wild, man. I didn't see Darth Vader. They only had Kylo Ren available.
Hey, that's cheating. You got cheated, bro.
I know. Mickey Mouse was only available for a short amount of time. I watched as soon as Donald Duck came out. I literally watched people run in droves to try to get a picture with Donald Duck. A lot of it was a lot of older parents trying to relive their childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so this is off on a tangent a little bit, but
okay.
Supposedly Disney may lose the rights to the original Mickey Mouse.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know why?
The artist that drew Mickey is saying that he never commissioned the artwork to Walt Disney and that it was stolen.
That sounds like a super bag for that gentleman. That sounds like a super bag.
But it's only the original original format of Mickey Mouse. So the new age Mickey
is cool.
That's cool.
But the old school
original one, yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, there's still money tied to it. I don't know if it's as much as we think it is, but it's about 20 years worth. It's about 20 years of
from
some
Disney,
level of
bro.
Yeah.
That's a super bag. I hope that gentleman finds a lawyer who is willing to go the distance with him in that case, so they can all make a lot of money.
Whole lot of money.
A whole lot of money.
But okay, so you went to Disney, and
it was cool. Hey, so Disney has, and I'm only saying this because I haven't been there since I was a kid, right? But Disney has 2 parks, right? So they have Disneyland, and then they have the California Adventure Park. And that's where they have some of the better rides. If you look on the map,
we're talking about in Cali, but yeah,
in Cali, just in Cali.
Right.
But on the map, they have like a little red triangle to let you know that, hey, this ride is a little bit more. Hey, this is an audio adventure, sir. Please be careful with your mic.
I don't know what the fuck. That's my bad, y'all.
But they got like a little red triangle to let you know, like, hey, this ride ain't for little kids. So we spent most of our time just trying to find those kind of rides and whatnot. It was cool. They sell beer over there. I ain't buy it because they had like a little 8-ounce beer for $10. I'm super cool. You know what I mean? It was cool, man. You spend a lot of your time waiting in lines. It's kind of hot. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a big ass amusement park.
Yeah. But it's made for kids. And I had a 12-year-old, so he wasn't very excited about a lot of things. But the real rides that were enjoyable, roller coasters and stuff like that, he was cool with. Overall, it was a great experience. I got to get out of this bum-ass town for a little bit of time, experience some decent weather. As soon as I leave, the heat cranks up.
God.
Y'all was out here sweating, huh?
Bruh, I've been outside every day that it was in the 90s, dying.
But see, that was the thing, though. This is stuff that we were literally crying about. We were waiting for it.
No. I never asked for that.
No? Was it humid too?
So I spent all day, I spent all week getting my pool ready.
Okay. Is this secured? Is the pool secured?
It'll be ready by the end of the day. It'll be ready to go.
Okay, cool.
So it's 90 degrees every day. I'm out there working on the pool, man. I'm just like, I can't wait till this bitch is done.
That sounds terrible. People was telling me it's like, yo, it got hot as soon as you left. I was like, it's like 85 here, like, but it's that dry, beautiful, warm weather.
No, it was humid as hell over here, bro.
That's tough. That's why
I was dying.
That's why I hate the summer here. That's the only reason why.
And then Ashton, like, so for the people that don't know, I'm gonna explain what the back of my house is like, right? So my living room and kitchen, which is where we spend most time,
where all the best parts of the podcast happen.
Sure. So that's where we spend, like, when we come downstairs with my family, like when we're all just hanging out, the living room and the kitchen, that's where we all hang out. It's in the back of the house.
Right.
It's all window.
Fact.
And it is facing west.
Right. Where the sun beams in.
So when the sun starts to set,
yeah,
the back of my house raises about 15 degrees.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Blinds closed, blinds open, it don't matter. So yesterday, when I had all these people over, it was 88 degrees in my house. And I had the AC on.
Yo, I feel you. And I remember you saying something to me about that, but I had just come from a house that had no AC in it for a week.
Ugh. And it was the hottest week.
Exactly. So it was mad humid. So as humid as it might have felt outside during those 90-degree days, that's how it was when I walked in the house.
You open that door and just...
Bruh, I was sweating from the time that I left my house to the time that I got to yours. It was like, it's 88 degrees in my house. I'm like, bro, this is nice compared to what I just walked out of.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was cool. Overall, the trip was great.
Hey, man, invest in the Nest. That's all I got to tell you.
Right.
Just turn that shit on as soon as your plane land and be like, all right, it'll be decent by the time I get there.
Fair enough. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else, man?
From the trip?
Well, yeah, I guess. Nah, there was nothing else. It was a great time with family. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna go to Vegas or California, you got to do 2 separate trips. One with family and then one with your dogs. You know what I mean? So you can wild out and do degenerate shit.
I mean, yes, you should do that.
I hate you. I hate potting with you. I hate
it. No, you don't. Speaking of, so since I did that to you right there, I'm gonna tell myself. So, we are planning episode 100, correct?
That is 1,000% correct.
I mean, that's 100% happening. Episode 100. That's all what you did. Because we're on our way. We are on our way. Sure. And we have some special guests planned.
Yes.
We have one secured, and I want to get another one. And you know who the other one is?
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll talk off camera.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna try to make sure episode 100 is really special. But I've tasked this individual and another with the ability to tell one unedited Zach Jordan story.
Give me a motherfucking bomb, please. Listen, I always complain about my restrictions on this podcast. It's not about to be any. We about to get it off. You're going to have to deal with some time restraints. we about to break some of those off too. You know what I mean? It's going to be fun,
okay,
I promise.
Episode 100, we can get that off.
It's going to be fun, I promise.
So I have protected my
marriage.
No, actually, because she knows about.
I know
95% of it.
I know. It sounds good though.
So I have protected just kind of my anonymity on certain situations,
right?
Not allow certain things to be talked about. But I told them for episode 100, y'all can tell y'all favorite Zach Jordan story because apparently there's a lot of them.
Bro, we just can I talk about the conversation we were just having?
Sure. Yeah.
Listen, man, we all always congratulate you on becoming a very upstanding, respectable man. Like, and I mean that genuinely. You're somebody that I genuinely respect 1,000% all the way through.
Likewise.
But before you moved into the father life,
okay,
we used to run, and separately, but we used to run. The conversations that we would have are great.
Okay.
They're great. So all of that time when me and Josh were sitting there getting our shit off, he was just shaking it like, you guys are disgusting. It's just like, nigga, who are you talking to? So I am always looking forward to the moments because outside of all the wild, toxic stuff that we've done as gentlemen and stuff like that, you do have really interesting stories. And whenever somebody starts to getting to telling a story about you, sir, you can watch people in the room like, you? That makes for compelling content.
So I don't think I've said this on this podcast before, but I was doing an exercise with some people.
Okay.
They said,
you're doing a case study?
I'll tell you in more detail because I'm not going to break it down right now.
It's lit.
But the question was, if your life, what would be the title of your book if it was about your life?
That's a great question.
And my answer was like this. So the title of my book would be, Yes, That Really Happened.
Really? I like that. I like that.
Because the story that we were telling about. So I'll tell this story. Well,
okay.
I won't tell this story now. I'll tell this story.
You gonna tiptoe?
No, I don't need to tiptoe this one. It's just it's an awkward. No, I'll tell the story. Whatever. Because in case y'all haven't noticed, we ain't got shit to talk about today.
Stop giving shit away, man.
So, I have a friend that lives now in Colorado. He used to live in Phoenix. That the way that we met and became friends, people have judged me when I tell them the story.
Okay.
So I went to Arizona for
beautiful place to be.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I went to Arizona because like I needed a mental break.
Yeah.
I think I was.
Can we do that again, please? I'm sorry I keep interrupting. Can we do that again, please, at some point?
Oh, for sure.
Let's get the same house.
That's
let's just get
there's better houses than that one, bro.
Okay.
I promise you.
Oh, my bad. Up
and
better, right?
That house was mid. The reason why, so I'm gonna break from my story and I'm gonna come back to you about this. Bet. So what he's talking about is we got an Airbnb for my bachelor party.
I don't travel, man, so like I like nice shit sometimes.
So that house was actually, that was what was left. Because we took forever to pick a house.
Okay.
And I got mad about it because I was like, bro, I told y'all I would help y'all pick houses because I'm really good at that.
Right.
Finding the right house for the right price and shit.
Right.
I was like, all right, but y'all got to make up your minds on which house we getting.
Right.
And like time kept going by and the good houses kept going.
Damn.
I was like, yo.
Hey, that's rough, man. I feel like nah, that sounds bad. No, I'm gonna say it. That feels like the chick that's only used to McDonald's that gets taken to the really nice restaurant, and you're like, "Oh, this is nice."
You said it, not me.
My bad.
You can steak in Olive Garden.
Yeah. Like, this is nice, and you just like, yo, this ain't shit.
This is really nice.
All right. Well, either way, man, that sounds great.
So I was in Arizona for a mental break.
Okay.
Because I was running at high speed for a long time.
You did that a lot?
A lot. Yeah. So I needed a mental break. I went to Arizona and I was by myself. I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any plans. Actually, the one person that I did know that lived in Arizona was a friend of my brother's that I've known forever.
Okay.
And I texted him, was like, yo, I'm coming out that way, man. Like, we should hang out. He's like, bro, me and my wife are going to San Diego that weekend. My bad. I was like, all right, cool. I really don't know nobody out here.
Right.
So, I'm chatting it up with this dude on a plane because that's how life happens.
True.
And this dude gives me all these places to go to.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. You're going to have a good time.
Linking with the locals is something that I always wanted to do.
Well, he was from Chicago, but he had been out there so many times. He was like, yo, if this is what you want to do, you want to go over here. If this is what you want to do, you want to go over here.
Right.
And we just talked. I was like, bro, I really appreciate you.
That should be love. That'll change your entire trip.
100%. So it really did. It changed my life.
Wow.
That conversation on the airplane actually changed my life. And that dude will never know that. I don't even remember the guy's name, but thank you. So
shout out to him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm at a bar in Tempe. I'm 27 at the time. I feel like, no, I'm 26. This is necessary for the story.
Okay.
Only for people that know what Tempe is.
Right. I got you.
I won't be getting judged.
You let me know. You let me know, so I understand.
So I'm in Tempe. I'm at a bar. I'm I'm just drinking by myself because, for those that do not know, I have sociopathic tendencies, and I can go to a restaurant and have dinner by myself. I can go to a bar.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm complete. I travel for a living for 10 years. Like you have to be comfortable doing that shit. Otherwise, you will spend your entire
in a hotel room.
And that shit is ass.
Yeah. No, which
so I'm at a bar, finishing my drink by myself, and there is a group of, I believe it's like 6 young ladies and two dudes.
Okay.
And I'm finishing up my drink, and one of the dudes is really inebriated, super drunk, and he starts yelling out some foul shit. I'm not going to say what he says on these airways. Anyway.
He called you the N-word?
He didn't call me the N-word.
Oh, okay. He just starts. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So 2 of the girls from the group come over, and they're like trying to, like, yo, I know he's wilding. We apologize. Please don't beat his ass. Because when he said what he said, I put my head down, but I was laughing.
Right.
I was laughing because I was like, look at this drunk motherfucker.
Right. Okay.
That's my thought process. So when they come over, I'll pop up and I'm laughing.
Right.
And it's like, I said, yo, y'all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you want to hang out with us? It's like, why not? Honestly, in the back of my head, I was like, I'm literally about to go back to my hotel, and like, I don't get me wrong. Again, I didn't have plans, but I'd already made up my mind what I was going to do for the rest of the evening.
Right.
As far as like get into, this is why I was really into my music bag too. So I was going to go back and get into my creative bag.
I'm a write.
I was gonna go back to my hotel room and bring my creative bag, which sounds like the most boring vacation in the world. But I went out there to clear my mind.
Writing in another city is a different kind of inspiration.
My favorite verses I ever wrote were on airplane. I just want to say that.
I respect that.
So I ended up hanging out with them, getting to know him. The dude that said the obscene gestures, he ended up getting thrown out of the bar. This was during December. So after he got kicked out of the bar, he bit a Christmas light.
Okay.
Slow side piece.
Right, I got
it.
You.
It happened. I don't know why.
He was of the pale skin?
He was Hispanic.
Oh.
It was wild.
All right.
It's wild.
Okay.
Shit, man.
All right.
So I'm hanging out with this group of 6 girls, a gay dude, and me.
Okay.
That's it. So one of the girls' boyfriends ends up showing up.
Okay.
You know, in the middle of the adventure. He just got off work, so now he's hanging out, and then me and him just start talking. And at first it was from a protective, like, who is this dude?
Right. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, pretty much one of those, right? One of those. And then, like, we're talking, and as the night goes on, like, we're really, like, clicking. We're just having conversation.
Right.
Me and Buddy.
Right.
And it ends, I say Buddy, that sounds so weird. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now that we know who he is. But no, you got to talk about it from the space of where it was at the time. I'm with you. Go
ahead. So the night goes on, and like people are sloshed. I'm not terribly drunk, but I have a 40-minute drive back to my hotel.
Yikes.
So I'm like, all right. So he's like, hey man, we're gonna go back to my place. It's like 7 minutes from here. You're more than welcome to crash. Come with us. And
right.
It's like, all right, cool.
Fuck it. We here.
I've known these people a couple hours, tops.
But like you said, you were 26, 27 at the time.
Yeah.
That's
felt invincible.
Yeah. That's really common.
Here's the funny thing, and I'll admit this right now. If that situation was to happen now, not a chance.
Not even close.
Hell.
Bro, I'm taking the risk. I'm going back to wherever I gotta go. Uber, however I gotta get there.
Right.
But I'm bouncing.
So I end up going back to his place. Crash on his couch. Wake up the next day. I was like, yo, I got to get back to my car because my flight's today. I'm flying out today. So, thanks for letting me crash here, yada, yada, yada. He was like, hey, man, what you doing the rest of the day? Like, man, I'm just going to pack my shit up and just wait for, wait to go to the airport.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, well, we're watching football here. Man, you're more than welcome to come here, hang out with us, do whatever. It's like, all right, I ain't got shit else to do.
Right.
Whatever. So I go back to my hotel, pack all my shit, leave, come back to his house, and my flight got delayed like 4 times.
Really?
So what was supposed to be a 3:00 flight didn't end up being till an 8:00 flight.
Oh wow!
So I spent that entire time just hanging out with this dude and his.
Quick question:
Yeah.
Is this the same house that he was living in at the time that we went?
No.
Okay, completely different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Different house.
All right, I got you.
So hanging out with him and his girlfriend at the time, they're married now. Mm-hmm. And one of her friends, and just kind of hanging out and get to know them. And as I'm getting ready to leave, finally, because my flight is like, all right, I think my flight's really happening now, guys.
Right.
So as I'm getting ready to leave, he's like, hey, man, you know, you're always welcome to come back here and hang out with us. I was like, all right, man. So, you know, exchange information and shit.
Right.
You know, no big deal. I leave.
Real quick, open door policy. I know who he is as an individual. One of the best people I've ever met.
Factual.
But having an open door policy like that, hearing it from my side of not knowing anything or knowing anything about this guy, to have an open door like that, it sounds scary. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that's a test to how he can judge a person's character and recognizing that they're a good person?
I think it was both of us reading each other's genuality in the situation.
Okay. All right.
Truly it was.
Okay, cool.
So, you know, I'm not saying that I'm like crazy in touch with everybody after I leave. But a couple months go by, I hit him up like, hey, man.
You ain't exchanged no numbers, no nothing? No nothing?
So a couple months go by. And I hit him up. It's like, hey, man, I'm thinking about flying out there. And before I could even get out the question I was going to ask him, was like, yo, you can stay with us.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I was like, are you sure? He's like, yep, you good. We got a spare bedroom. It's yours. Just let us know when you're coming.
Seeing how you guys are friends today and the relationship that you guys had today.
Brother.
Yeah, no, for real. But it's really weird. It's one of those things when you look at it, it's just like, it's weird how all of that lined up. Mm-hmm. It sounds weird, but it feels like it was written in the stars.
No, for sure.
What's his zodiac sign?
He's a Gemini.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Time out.
100%.
Really?
100%.
See, all of that zodiac shit is bullshit. I would just clear that out the way right now. It's bullshit. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So it turned. So I ended up going back. I stayed with them again, and we just got closer. We just got closer and closer. We literally became brothers.
Right.
We became brothers to the point where it's like, literally, man. Anytime you come out here, just don't get a rental car. I'll pick you up from the airport. You hang out. You know, you stay with us. Whatever you need, like you're family now.
It's wild because when we went and he picked us up, he would do really great for car service. No, deadass, because his personality is just I don't know how to
extroverted.
Yeah,
super extroverted.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you meet really good people. You know, we crack jokes about people that are like, hey, you know, and but he's a really good, genuine dude. And I think it was probably my first time coming across somebody who was like that. Like, you should be an Uber driver, but you're just really a good person in real life. Mm-hmm. Like, deadass. Like, that was really one of the first times that I experienced that at that level. He's a great guy. Shout out to him, man.
So when we went to my bachelor party in Phoenix,
right,
that was my first time actually seeing him in person since right before my son was born, because of COVID.
Right.
So it'd been almost 2 years since me and him have like been together in person, and with his wife, it's been even longer because she didn't make the trip out here,
right,
because of like, you know, family stuff that happened right around the same time.
Of course.
So literally, like, just being able to be around them and see them, and it was my first time meeting their daughter.
Yeah, that was a big deal,
man. Like we're really, so much has changed since the day that we met, and it's like, bro, it feels like this is my niece, this is my brother and his wife, and, you know, my sister, and like,
right,
bro, it feels so good when you have connections like that. But people tell me all the time, it's like, bro, there's no way I would have did that shit
at all. And I don't think you hear stories like that a lot.
That is a friendship that I will take with me to the grave, and I know that.
That's a beautiful thing. Round of applause for y'all, man. He's a great guy. Beautiful. Yo, you know what? As I'm thinking about it, you should have just sat over here. This should have been one of the days you should have been on camera.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying.
I'm not ready to be on camera today.
I feel you.
Yeah. With the lack of sleep I've had this week, I'm not ready to be on camera today.
I feel you.
But I'll also say, this, you know, the last couple of days has been a whole lot about reflecting. Obviously, you know, I'm celebrating the fact that I'm having a little girl, and I'm super excited about that. But
girl dad, go girl dads.
Absolutely. But it's like what it took to get to this point, and, you know, it's kind of visualizing, visualizing what the future is going to look like, and what my son's going to look like being a big brother.
Right.
You know, what my wife is going to look like having a daughter, what I'm going to look like having a daughter. You know, the grandparents. Both the moms are super excited.
Of course.
My dad goes to me yesterday. It's a good thing you got a gun.
What?
It's like, Pops, I'm not even worried like that.
Do you feel like that will ever go out of style, where every time a dad says he's having a little girl, the natural response from a lot of men and even women is just like, it's like worry, concern, the overprotective dad kind of thing?
Well, I mean, you see everything that's happening in society. Like, I can see how that's a normal response for people.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be protective of my little girl,
Of course.
but at the same time,
Like, I believe in the world is fucked up. We know that. But let's give more credit to the fathers of making sure that their daughters are going to be smart and protected and given the wisdom on how to navigate this world out. Like, let's highlight that more instead of giving the worry to what you have to protect her against. How about let's encourage hers, like when me and you have had a private conversation. I'm not going to give too much of what we talked about, but just you having a little girl and how prepared she is going to be going forward.
oh, for sure.
Like, the female version of you is lethal, brother.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, no, I said it for sure.
Yeah.
But no, that's like, let's I just want to encourage doing that more instead of the typical, oh man, you got to worry about how about, no, they need to worry about her. Like, she's going to be a great person, but don't think that she's going to be out here ill-equipped to handle life, boys, the world, anything, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
So that's something I wanted to highlight.
Yeah, no, thank you for that, man. So, super excited about it, man. Just kind of been in nostalgia. Once again, like, it was an event where, you know, people that I love and care about showed up, and we don't get a lot of those nowadays.
True. But that seems to be what all we do, though, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. When we get together, and we catch up on lost times for sure. I was just kind of living in it yesterday. And again, I had another day where I don't have a whole lot of pictures. I do have some pictures because it's necessary. But
Right.
Yesterday was another day where I don't have a whole lot of pictures, but the memories are forever.
I also went through the same thing on vacation.
Yeah.
I realized, like, I took pictures. It was one of those moments where it's like, I should get a picture of this, but I should stop pulling out my phone to take a picture of this
And live in the moment.
and just live in the moment. But one thing I will say, the other side of that is sometimes you would like to go back and look at certain moments. So it's like I captured certain ones and then just left the rest and whatnot.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So this has been a rambling stage of, you know, me walking down memory lane and talking about some of the best moments of my life.
Let's celebrate the positives, man, because outside of this, we're talking about how crazy the world is, how messed up it is, the BS that we get caught up in, the Matrix glitching and all of that stuff. Like, at the end of the day, nobody cares about this shit, but the important things, the special moments, we should always highlight those. So, again, congratulations to you and your family, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Real quick, I want to send thoughts and prayers. I know when people say thoughts and prayers, it sounds disingenuous, but meaning that there was a shooting in Buffalo.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was a shooting in Buffalo. Some kid, he had a manifesto. He was able to put that on the internet. It's racially involved. America's a shit show. Shootings every day. Like, it's a lot of people were killed. Specifically targeted black people.
Oh wow.
So 8 of those people were black. 2 of them were white. Just a rough situation. Hate to end it on that kind of note, but it was just one of those things where the game is still the game.
Yeah.
The plays are still plays. We see what's going on. So with that being said, everybody continue to love and treat everybody like it could be your last day, because motherfuckers is wilding out here.
Love and condolences for those that were lost.
Of course. Anything else that you wanted to highlight?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's been a while. Yeah. Oh man, we got some other things to get back into, man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, this was intentionally a light episode with everything. You traveling all week and being unplugged, me, you know, preparing for gender reveal and being unplugged. So
That's true, man. Fair enough. Well, with that being said, this has been another episode of
the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.